guys wanna read the good night story?
Yeah!
Jump, let's go.
Yes.
Good night sleep. The Peaceful Soldier. Once upon a time in a faraway land, there lived a soldier. He was handsome, brave, and strong. People loved him wherever he went. The ladies in the kingdom sighed when they saw him. The other knights cheered when he rode by. Hurrah! The queen was very happy that he was defending their land. Thank you. However, no one had ever seen the soldier actually fight, and there was a very good reason for this. The soldier much preferred peace to fighting. He didn't like battles, and he didn't like duels. He certainly didn't like wars. In fact, he didn't even like arguing. One day, the kingdom next door decided war on his land. However, their ruler did not want to send a whole army. So he proposed that their two best soldiers should fight it out. Of course, the king of the faraway land chose the peaceful soldier. The king of the not-so-faraway land sent along his best man, a soldier who was secretly a little bit frightened of fighting. The soldiers met up in the middle of a field. The kings and queens and citizens of each country lined up on either side. The crowds roared as the soldiers walked towards each other and met in the middle. "I don't know about you," said the peaceful soldier, "but I hate fighting." "Me too," said the frightened soldier. "I get scared during battles." And so, the two soldiers shook hands and agreed not to fight. Instead, their countries joined together for a big party, and now every year they celebrate their two best soldiers who kept the countries at peace. Working together. One night at Hugo's house, there was a big panic. All the toys had gathered together to talk about their future. They were extremely worried, as Hugo had a new high-tech robot. They thought he would forget about the rest of them and not play with them anymore. "We need to make him notice us again," said the jigsaw, which was very wise. "What are we going to do?" asked the skates and the football. "We need him to remember what fun we have," said the rocket. The dolls and the teddy bears all began to cry. The building bricks climbed back into their box. The little kitchen dropped all the plates and bowls with a crash. The toys were so sad. But then the jigsaw came up with a plan. "We should team up with the batteries," he declared. And that is what they did. The batteries understood why they were sad and agreed to help. They removed themselves from the robot and hid, so the robot wouldn't work anymore. Hugo was cross and shook the robot to try to make it work again, but it remained still and lifeless. Hugo was bored without his new plaything. He sat on his bed and wondered what to do. But then he noticed his old favorites. Look, his skates and his rocket and the bricks. Hugo began to play with all of his toys and remembered how much he loved them. So the batteries went back into the robot. And now Hugo plays with all of his toys every day. How the Giraffe got his neck. When the world first began, each of the animals that walked on it was given their own special gift. The elephant was made bigger than all the others. The lion became king of the jungle. The cheetah was the fastest, the crocodile ruled the rivers, and the vulture ruled the skies. But what gift was there for the giraffe? He could run, but not as fast as some animals. His spots acted as camouflage, but because he was so big, it was still hard for him to hide. He was gentle and kind, but he wasn't the king of anywhere. Worst of all, the leaves that the giraffe liked to eat so much were way up high on the tallest trees. If he could not reach them, he would starve. One day, the animals were talking about their gifts and whether they were happy. The elephant felt proud to be the biggest creature on land. The mosquito was pleased it was the smallest. The lion enjoyed being a king, and the cheetah could beat any animal in a race. The crocodile and the vulture both felt privileged to rule over their own kingdom. But the giraffe wasn't happy. Shy and quiet, he spoke to the others. I would actually like to be tall enough to reach the leaves on the very highest branches. The giraffe was shocked, as no sooner he had said the words than his neck and legs grew and grew. Soon they were so long that the giraffe towered above the other animals. But in return, the giraffe had a new job. From such a great height, he became the guardian of all the smaller creatures. And that is why giraffes get so little sleep. They need to stay awake to watch over all the other animals. And our last story for tonight, Barney Breaksalot. I don't think there was ever been a more energetic, restless child than Barney Breaksalot. He was always fidgeting. His hands and feet switched endlessly, and he bubbled constantly to himself with all the thoughts that were in his head. Once Barney learned to walk, it was like a tornado had been through the house. He opened all the drawers and pulled out everything that was inside. He climbed into the wardrobes and got stuck in the cupboards. One time he vegeted himself in a washing machine, and another time he squeezed into the oven. There wasn't a corner of the house that he didn't explore. And the worst thing was, he broke so many things. Eventually, there was hardly anything left in one piece in the whole house. They had to eat off metal plates, as all the china ones were broken. They had to use plastic beakers, as all the glasses were smashed. They even had to wear clothes made of strong material so that Barney couldn't ruin them. He destroyed anything he touched. When Barney grew up, he wanted to be an astronaut. Nobody could see how that could ever happen. And yet, to get to the moon, he would have to break the sound barrier. Now that seems something that Barney was probably able to do. Good night, and sleep tight.